Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. And we are here with a special treat. It's round 10 at St. Croix, the long one. It's the very long one, St. Croix Route C. So, excuse me, windy pops. No hot beverage at the beginning of this. Man alive, it's been 10 rounds of excellence from these guys, and now we're going to have a 30-minute good evening. We've got 2:30 to Skyjacker, that was, and Matt Psycho said evening also. Here he is. Let me get my erms in. So yeah, it's round 10. It's been an exciting season. I think there's been some mathing done, and I think Anton Poika is the champion already before coming into this race. Skyjack said 160-minute race, but that's not what Discord said. I am sorry, but I thought it said, hang on, I'm going to WRX, because I'm sure I looked. Go away, Discord, with all your flamboyance and snazzy bits. WRX, 160-minute race. I've rolled a fag for halfway. Bugger. Let me look. Round 10. Oh yeah, I looked at round 9. It's a long race at a long track. We're doing the whole hour. So yes, Anton Poika, I believe, has already won the championship. Homesick Alien and Cthulhu are in a bit of a battle during qualifying. I'll tell you. I will let you know the table, but there's a few battles up and downs. Skyjacker, Bazza, Jokus, and it was going to be Koi, but he's not here. But it's Anton Poika at the moment who is the champion. Matt Psycho in second place, fighting hard to get as close as he can, but I just don't think he can do it. No one's out, are they? It's just so, you know, Ensign Ewer, he's got no one around him in the points. He's all on his own. And it looks like we're just about to start. I can't see a countdown, so how many we got? 10.
Hi Thingy. Hope all good with everyone. Have a good one, Matt.
That's nice. Mama Sykes in the chat saying evening, guys. Hi Thingy. Hope all good with everyone. Have a good one, Matt. He's going to have a good one. Where is he? He's not even out on track. I've got a message for him. There he is in his beautiful Leighton house. Look, if you had one shot or just one opportunity to seize everything you wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Yo, his arms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mum's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking. How everyone's joking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. Over. Blow. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes Rabbit. He chokes. He's so mad, but he won't give up that easy. No, he won't have it. He knows his whole back's to these ropes. It doesn't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's stagnant. He knows when he goes back to his mobile home, when it's back to the lab again, yo, this whole rhapsody, better go capture this moment and hope it don't pass him. Matt, that's for you. He's nervous, yeah? There's vomit on his sweater already from Mum's spaghetti. So Matty boy is out there hunting big points, hoping for miracles. But I honestly think, let's have a look at the championship table whilst they're warming up after all the silliness and shenanigans. So Anton Poika at the top of the table with 399.5 points. Pat in the chat saying rounds of applause for the rap. Oh, bless you, man. So Anton Poika's on 399.5 points. Matt Psycho is in second on 375.5 points. And there was debate during the week in Discord whether or not it was mathematically possible for the car 16 to catch Anton Poika in this round, and I believe it is not. Daz is in third on 311 points, with Homesick Alien in fourth on 286 points. Cthulhu is fifth on 274 points. Ensenua is sixth on 230 points, with Skyjacker seventh on 189.5 points. Barry Twins is eighth on 176.5 points. Koikart ninth on 171.5 points. Joker's in 10th on 171.5 points. Pat in 11th on 137 points. Majid is in 12th on 55.5 points, and I'm so happy he pulled out when he pulled out with that score. It is beautiful. 55.5 is the best Subaru score you could possibly ever have. And 13th is Bandit, 39.5 points. Has anyone seen Bandit? He's gone. He's disappeared. He's out of our lives. I don't know. I miss him. I haven't seen him for a while. I'm sure he's around somewhere. He'll pop up. So, in the chat then, Mama Home 6 saying, evening Thingy, how are you? I am tired. And Anton Poik saying, good evening, how are you Thingy? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm bearing up. It's my first week back at work since the surgery, and it's killing me. So tired. So tired. So if there's slurring by the end of this chat, and no, I'm not overly happy. I didn't have a hot beverage. I've run out of hot beverages. The little pods. I opened the cupboard thinking there was another box in there. There was no box. There was no box, so no hot beverage. And I do like to start a stream off with a hot beverage. I think it's just the best foot to start on. Not M&M, but a hot beverage. M&M's an alternative to a hot beverage, I guess, in a way. So, we're Matt Psycho. He's out there. He's in second place. He's gagging for a win. I didn't count up their wins, actually. We could look at the wins. See if there's something there to battle on. Anton Poika with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bloody hell. Anton Poika has won the last 5 races. Jesus. It's not even worth counting up, is it? Not if he's won the last 5 races. That's dominance, man. Unbelievable stuff. So we're looking for a time here, man alive. Look, it's taken them over 3 minutes to do their outlap. It's a long track. Is there anyone just crossing the line? Well, Daz is in the first sector now. On the dashboard, I haven't even explained, on the dashboard, they've got a DRS. They're in a one-make car. No, I haven't told you any of the stuff, but you know what? I started round 10 thinking, no, I'm not explaining the rules. I'm not explaining. I'm going to tell you what the wrong races are, because I read round 9 instead of round 10. It's one 60-minute race, not 2 30-minute races, like I first opened up with. I just wanted to get you in a bit of fear. Give the sim racers something to worry about. But no, it's one 60-minute race around here. Crazy racetrack. And Daz is probably going to end up in 3rd in the championship. But he's had such an amazing season. It's a shame that there has you take the Poika and Psycho out and he won. Best of the rest, should we say, Daz? I don't know. I think it's been a great season. I would walk away from it very pleased. Look, he's got Logitech on the side of his wheel. Seat. I don't know, something out tech maybe. Over the bridge. This is a killer corner. We're going to see a lot of people get snagged up coming into that corner on the outside there with that barrier before they hit the bridge. It's a long ass lap for these guys. It's hard to remember what corner will be next, to map it out in their mind. Look at that, you come around that too fast, you're into the other barrier to your right. So I was telling you on the dashboard down there in this Subaru, it's like Daz is qualifying on a set of racing softs. I don't know what the rules are, is there? I think they've got to use like a set of mediums in the endurances. Free choice tyres. They can only use the softs once per the race. So yes, they're allowed softs, but just the one stint. Look at this straight, brah. Look at that. 175. DRS wide open. 777, I reckon we touched the top of there. Down that straight, we're going to see some lovely drafting, hopefully, in the race. Yet no one set a lap. That's how long this track is. That Psycho is at the front. Oh no, someone's just about. They must be just crossing Anton Poika, going out late. now just starting his lap. Where is the start line? I thought that was the start line. Obviously not. He's on the medium tyres, but so is Ensign Ewer out there. He's opted to qualify on the mediums. Baz are also on the set of medium tyres, so a few of them out there, a majority possibly, have opted. There's Matt Psycho. He set a new time of 3:28. Oof. Skyjacker also on a set of medium tyres. Daz a 3:30. So he goes into second. Jokers, they're all crossing the line now. We'll see a lot of times. None of them yet to beat Monsieur Psycho. And Jokers with a good time. Jokers is in a good battle at the moment. He's on exactly the same points as Koika after the drop scores. Skyjacker, he's ahead of him. And Bazza is a little bit behind Skyjacker. So there's battles all around. But Koika, unfortunately, couldn't make tonight. So Jokers, he's going to easily pull ahead of Koi in the championship. But he can still touch Bazza if he wants. And if Skyjacker has a real shocker, then, ooh, what's this? Steady on, boys. Save it for the race. Save it for the race. I think that'll be Skyjacker giving Pat a little bump draft down the straight. Oh, no, they're racing. They were a bit bunched up there, weren't they? Little Skyjacker, ooh, this is not helping the Skyjacker whatsoever. And if he backs off too much, he's backing off into Ensign Newitt. So, yeah, these three have found themselves a little bit entangled. And we're already 8.5. Oh, Pat's dropped it. And Skyjacker, I don't think he's going to get much of a lap out of this one in the medium tyre. But it's a 60-minute race, and grid position isn't king when it's a 60-minute race. Especially, oh, Pat's sliding again in his Subaru. And there goes Skyjacker. Oh, Pat's back on the track, not right in front of Baz. Oh, watch out. Bazza coming across a returning Pat, and Pat off the road again. I think he's just trying to stay out of the way because he knows he's got a couple more behind him. It's Ensign Newitt coming up to Pat now. Pat staying to the inside. No, I thought he was letting Ensign through. Ensign could be on a good lap here. He has got out of the way, Pat. Pat's lap not too great at the moment, so he's allowed Ensign through. Ensign could be on a good run. We'll stick with Ensign. He's 7th at the moment on the grid. 6th in the championship, I think. He's had a great championship. I've not said much about him, but there's no one who can catch him, and he can't catch anyone. Ahead of him in the championship, he's got Cthulhu in 5th on 274 points. And behind him, Skyjacker on 189.5 and himself on 230. So I do think they get triple points for this, though. So there is 60 points up for grabs for the winner. So that's good. I could hear music. He was freaking out. Ah, right. The clock has a run down. Who is the first car? So not many of them had much of a run. 2 laps, really. And the fuel's out. Wow. Is that the fuel they're going to be using in the race? So Matt Psycho, no, he's not even the front one. Who's the front one? No, is that Anton Poika still going around? There's Anton. He's not even managed to do. Oh, this is his only flying lap, but it's not counting. He's got his hazards on, so Anton Poika challenging himself as new champion from the back of the grid, it would seem. Matt Psycho has crossed the line. I've got the finish line in the wrong place here. Oh, it's up that straight. Oh, there you go. So Matt Psycho, pole. Daz parked. Homesick coming. Has he got anything there to be able to pull something back? He's got Cthulhu just behind him. And Homesick Alien coming up towards the line, sees the checkered flag. He does go fast, but Cthulhu beats him in the final throws by 1.3 seconds. Bazza's some way away. Yeah, there comes Jokers in his mini battle with the Baz. He's just behind him. And he pips the Baz. He pips the Baz. And that's Jokers in 5th. Baz still making his way to the line. He's just there now. Someone's going to cross it in front of him. That is Skyjacker, but I think his lap was compromised. He has gone faster, though. And there is the Baz. He goes faster, but not as fast as the Jokers. Ensign Newitt goes 7th, fastest. Pat 8th. Skyjacker 9th. And Anton Poika looks like he did not set a lap time. And it's Matt Psycho starting on pole, with Daz in 2nd, Cthulhu starting 3rd.
And myself on back of the grid.
Ah, there you go. Anton Poiker confirming that he wanted to challenge himself and put himself on the back of the grid. So we can quickly... No, we can't. I thought we could look at the qualifying now. We obviously can't. No, it just says view. It used to have the results, didn't it? How bizarre. Have they done away with the results pages now? Right, hang on, let me get all this. Hey, I nearly did it. So, Matt Psycho starting on pole. 60 minutes of racing around St. Croix. Daz is on the softs. Catula's on the softs. Everyone else is on the mediums. Matt pulls away quite nicely off the line, easily beating Daz. I reckon Daz might be in trouble with home scaling, but remember, they're on the medium tyres. Catula's had a shocker off of the line, slipping back down into 6th place, and it's Daz holding ground against the alien. And oh, there's Jokus a little excited going into turn 1. 2 maybe. Anton Poiker already up to 5th, Pat in 6th, Ensign New at 7th, Bazza in 8th, Catula slipping down into 9th, and Skyjacker down in 10th place. Mama Sykes in the chat saying go for it, Matt. And he's going to take every opportunity. It's a track he really does like. He openly says one of his favourite tracks. So Matt Psycho then straight at it. But Daz is keeping him honest with Homesick Alien doing extraordinarily well on the medium tyres. Look at him keeping pace with the front runners so far on this first lap. But he's gone wide now, and this is where he's starting to feel that extra traction going away from him. And Anton Poiker already up into 4th place. Unbelievable. It's not really much of a challenge. Half a lap. And he's already up through the field. Jokus there is 5th place. Ensign Newer is in 6th. Great for Jokus. Bazza being behind him and stuck up behind Big Dan on board with Baz. But he's going for the move early doors on the Danster. And I think he is through. Home in time, every dancer. Hold me tight, Big Dan. And Catula already making up a position there, up into 7th now. Those racing softs coming good when he needs them. Just warming up lovely on this first lap, and he's already got himself past Ensign and Pat. I don't think he was. And this first lap, it seems to be like they unshuffled themselves and now are reshuffling themselves. But Pat standing strong, but is he going to go wide? And there you go, the old switcheroo. It's the old switcheroo, and Pat just gives Skyjacker a little wave and said, oh, you cheeky fella, I thought you were going the other side of me. You look like you were going the other side of me, and then you swapped it around and went on the underside of me. Oh, that's clever. You clever boy, you. Whoa, you clever. So Matt Psycho is leading by 1.5 seconds. Daz trying to keep a hold of that toe, but it has gone. Homesick Alien, the medium tyres playing against him now, but they will come back. Don't you worry. They will come back into their own. The fuel doesn't last long, though, and Homesick, they're only allowed to use the softs once in the race. So Homesick Alien, that's like his ace in the hole. Is that the way they say it? I've got an ace in the hole, boys. And so Homesick Alien keeping his ace in the hole close to his hole. And Anton Poiker then in 4th place, setting chase to the medium clad Homesick Alien. But Homesick Alien, he's got his own battle with Cthulhu, who's just, look at that. Cthulhu, like a blooming wrecking ball. He's never hit so hard in love before. He's already up into 5th place. What a man. What a man. What a guy. What an absolute guy. So he's up into 5th with Bazza holding 6th. So he's got himself back ahead of Joe, because we saw the Baz all the way behind Dan, who slipped to the back. Maybe it was because of the hold me close, Big Dan. Disturbed him somewhat and shook him to the back of the grid. Oh, and he's got damage. Yeah, and Skyjacker now sporting the same damage and taking Pat along for the ride. And it's a demolition derby down here for 8th, 9th and 10th. We are really now seeing some great banger racing going on down later in the field. And these cars, they're never going to be using them again. It's the last round. And they just don't care. Look, they're going to bash them. Insignua, though, gains 2 positions from that. And Pat is struggling to get that poor car around the corners. He really will be happy to see the back of this car. He has not enjoyed it. He said it's not as much fun to drive than GTSport. He likes the old iteration, the old handling of the car that they used to love and know. And I think Skyjacker, he's not openly, because he's the admin of the championship, he hasn't openly slated the car, but he's very on the fence about it, and just says it's different. But I'm guessing he's not also enjoying the handling of the second iteration of the Subaru Isle of Man time attack car. Insignua, though, 8th place, securing that 6th place in the championship. Bazza ahead of the Jokers, and he's, like I said, he's 5 points better off. So Jokers, he needs a few positions ahead of the Baz, but it's a long race and we're only 5 minutes in, so we anything could happen. Insignua then, I'm going that way, and I'm sorry. Katula in 5th on those soft tyres. He's using his softs, he's spending them early as he chases down Anton Poika. I think Anton Poika may be making some more gains on the Alien, but not majorly. Daz now 2.9 seconds adrift from the Psycho, who is in a race of his own out there. Look, from his point of view, flying down the long straight, looking at the beautiful mountain range. We can't see it because of the big banner, but there's a big, beautiful mountain range. I don't know if it's the Alps. I don't know where Sequoia is, in all fairness. I didn't even know how to say Sequoia when I first started this old game with the old commentating. I used to call it Croix, like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Croix, Scooby. So yeah, that's what I know about French anatomy. So Matt Psycho leads 3.3 seconds with Daz in tow. Homesick Alien slipping back a little further now, and he's pulled away from Anton Poika, and Anton Poika may have a small issue with Fernando. Oh, Fernando. So Katula really is closing down on the Flying Finn, the reigning champion, the new champion, should I say. And Racer Brown was a former champion, and the crown has now been taken away. Oh, that's lovely and close from Anton Poika on the barrier there. And Katula just creeping closer and closer to the back of his Subaru. And it's a rate treat. Oh, we've lost Jokers now. Big Dan's in the moves. So there is the Baz. He's flying, isn't he? He is flying with Insignua in 7th. I mean to text him back. He texted me about Picard being a good season. I've still not watched it, Big Dan man. They're watching Last of Us, because we like to do a little Saturday matinee in the Thingamajig household. And yeah, they're getting through Last of Us. When they finish Last of Us, we're going to watch Mandalorian, then we'll watch Picard. There's a running order. So no Mandalorian spoilers, because Last of Us hasn't finished yet. I'm not watching it. I played the game. You know. So Insignua then all over the Baz, giving him big jip in France, and Baz goes wide. The pressure got to him. He absolutely crumbled under the pressure of Desperate Dan. Unbelievable stuff. The Bazza folded like a $2 lady of the night. Jokers then in 8th place. This battle is with the Baz. Skyjacker, he might be getting a bit nervous with the Baz, you know. He is a good sort of like 13 points behind Skyjacker, and only 2 places ahead of him. Times 3 points, but it's still only going to be about 6 points difference between the two of them, I believe. should get the table scores up, shouldn't I? I can't have everything going all at once. It'll drive me up the absolute wall. We'll just guess. But I think at the moment Skyjacker is okay with his position, holding in the table for 7th. And Ensign Ewart, he's past the Baz. Did we already have that? He's past the Baz. Yes, because the Baz crumbled under pressure, didn't he? Couldn't take it. Couldn't take the heat that Ensign was giving off. And now Ensign 14. Oh, hey, Cthulhu got past Anton Poika, the champion. He's on the soft tyres, remember? And Anton Poika, he probably decided to do a little fuel save, sat behind Cthulhu. Homesick Alien punching a hole through the air, but fuel is pretty much similar for everyone out there. Cthulhu's tyres still looking quite tidy. We're only on lap 3. We're 10 minutes into the race. It is a long old lap for these guys. And I'm not sure weather-wise what's the crack. I don't think it really tells you. Just says early morning sunny and in... Oh no, because I keep looking at the wrong one. Sorry. It's just afternoon with sun. So I'm guessing that is how it is. And Daz at the moment, I think he'll be... he's not racing Matt Psycho, is he really? In all fairness. They're both on the soft tyre. It's Homesick Alien he's got to worry about. Homesick Alien is maintaining a great pace there on the medium tyres against Daz. Daz only a second faster than the Alien. I've got to say, these guys, it's unbelievable, the consistency. 3:30, 2 laps in a row on a long track like this. You can make so many small little mistakes. Homesick Alien as well in the 31s. 2 did a 30 and a 32, and that Psycho a 28 and a 30. Everything's going absolutely rosy in the Matt Psycho camp, but he will never ever not count Anton Poika out of a race. And know and be aware of him being in 5th place. Flashman in the chat saying evening all. Big up yourself there, Flashman. We miss you. Get yourself GT7 if you haven't. It's awesome. So Ensign Ewart then, he's chasing down Anton Poika, but it's 17 seconds, and the battle really is here between Cthulhu, whose tyres are slowly slipping away, but nothing major to report yet. He's half tank of fuel. Anton Poika, about a half tank of fuel. Tyres are tidy. But Homesick Alien is able to stretch his legs while Anton Poika is doing what he's doing behind Cthulhu. I'm not sure if he's fuel saving or just doesn't have the pace. He did a 33 last time around. So curiouser and curiouser on Anton Poika's race and how it develops. Homesick Alien, a threat to the leaders, I believe. Maintaining this pace at the moment, it will. I mean, we will have to wait and see what Daz and Matt Psycho can produce on a set of medium tyres. Matt Psycho is churning through his softs at a healthy rate. He's halfway through his fuel tank. That means pit stop would be roughly about the 24th minute of the race. I don't think he can make it a one stop at that rate unless he's going to fuel save on the medium tyres. This is very interesting. Daz also on half a tank, and that'll be a scheduled 24-26 minutes pit stop. Maybe it's a really long pit stop. No, it's not going to be a really long pit stop. So Flashman saying, got it mate, I'm just loving the sound of your silky voice. Oh yeah. Well, I'm tired, so I'm filling up gaps with silly noises and music and song lyrics because it's hard. I'm tired. Homesick Alien then in 3rd place. These long races, especially when it's different tyres and stuff, this first stint's really difficult to sort of judge. You just got to because until you see sort of like what these soft runners do on the mediums, I don't know if that's a fast pace. It pretty much is. But it only seems like a second faster than the medium tyre. I would have thought there was a bigger one than that.
To challenge myself and put myself on back of the grid.
Hey man, that's Anton Poika from ages ago saying he wants to challenge himself and put himself on the back of the grid.
I'm just loving the sound of your silky voice, X.
Thank you, Flashman. Awesome stuff. So, Cthulhu. Is he closing up to the alien? It looks like he's pulling a little bit away from Anton Poika. His tyres are starting to pass that halfway torn mark. Nothing's right, Anton. So Anton Poika there, keeping track of the Spaniard. Meanwhile, Baza back ahead of the ensign. I think we just caught the ensign having a small off. And I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Ensign just broke under pressure from Baza. Absolutely caved in there. And Baza back on top. Where's Jokus? Jokus now behind Skyjacker. Unbelievable stuff. Did a 42 last time around. That was a bad lap for the Polish driver Jokus. And that gives Skyjacker half a chance. And he's in that spitting distance of the Baz and the Ensign Newer. Race on for Skyjacker. Great stuff. Had to burn some fuel getting there though. No, Baz has done the best fuel out of him and Ensign. Skyjacker and Ensign. Skyjacker a little less than Ensign's, and Joker's a little less than Skyjacker's. Pat does not enjoy this. Can you not see that? He's not having fun. It's not funny, it's not fun for Pat. This car is torturous. See, just proved it. Doesn't want to go round corners, doesn't want to brake, it just doesn't want to do what he wants it to do. Matt Psycho then, 330, he's on the button, isn't he? But his tyres, look at those tyres, man. How long can they go for? Seeing the weight shift to the front of the car there as he brakes into the hairpin, up the hill, over the hill. Jack and Jill around the corner. And Matt Psycho's leading by 4.3 seconds. Daz there in second, 5.8 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, who's gained another couple of tenths on Cthulhu. Cthulhu's tyres may be starting to give away from him because Anton Poika back in the hunt. And he's going in for the kill. He's doing it for the thrill. And I hope you understand. So now let go of his hands. So Anton Poika, the Flying Finn, the Iceman, the Ice Bucket, the champion of Season 5 of the WRX Challenge after 9 rounds, put himself on the back of the grid, is here in 5th place. Medium tyres, fighting Cthulhu after 17 minutes of racing. Fuel tank looking not too bad, not too shoddy for Anton Poika. I mean, look, I'm not good at percentages, but I'd say 30% fuel on board of that car. Maybe, yeah, 30%. If that middle bit, if the first one's 25%, I'm going to give that little noggin 5% that. Now, Homesick Alien has fallen. Matt Psycho's into the pits. Matt Psycho decided now is the time to the pits. Homesick Alien, oh, he's had a clanger. He's dropped it. He's dropped the Repsol, and now we've got 3rd, 4th and 5th all fighting over the same bit of track. But no, Cthulhu's taking it in. The soft tyres just don't have that get up and go in them like the mediums have. Anton Poika then, that is a lucky little piece of work for Anton Poika as Homesick Alien. He has shaken off the damage now, but it just takes a while, and there you go. Anton Poika sweeps in there as Homesick Alien tries to sort out his Subaru, get it back in track, and I reckon he's not the tracking out on that bad boy. And Anton Poika, they're side by side, but Anton Poika's got the inside line. Under braking, my money would be on the Finn. No, Homesick Alien's trying the audacity around the outside, but no, he had to back out of that barrier because it was there and it was big and it wanted to hurt his car. But Anton Poika with a wiggle on through the chicane, and the Homesick Alien smelling opportunity. And we're having a right banger of a race here, aren't we, before these two decide to pit, whenever that could be. Anton Poika dead on 25% fuel. Homesick Alien dead on 25% fuel. This is amazeballs. Then we've got the Baz ahead of Psycho. Psycho's come out the pits with the medium tyres in traffic. That is disastrous for Matt Psycho, and he'll be wanting to dispose of the Belgium as swiftly as he possibly can. He does not want to lose time behind Baz, but Baz on a lighter car, tyres nicely bedded in. He's in a flow. He's on a flow, man. In that, you can't. And Daz just further down. There's Ensign in 5th. He's gone out wide. Daz going for the inside. And he does it with style. He does it sideways. It looks like Matt Psycho is lining up the Bazatron. Barry the Oval Twins. Barry R. The Belgian Bullets. The ballsy Belgium. Matt trying all he can. And we saw the ballsy Belgium crack under pressure earlier from Ensign Hewitt, but at the moment the man is made of steel. Up and over the bridge, and Matt Psycho just cannot do anything about it. DRS wide open, coming over the bridge, trying all he can against the Belge. How's Homesick doing? He's still there on the tail of Anton Poyker. Matt Psycho looking ready, and this is working for Daz. Daz had lost a lot of time to Matt Psycho in the earlier part of the race, and now with the Matt Psycho all log jammed up behind the Bazza, and that is giving the Daz. Look at Daz closing in. Unbelievable stuff, and all of this is helping Homesick and Anton Poyker out there in the lead at the moment without pitting, and this is really jamming them up. And there goes Matt Psycho. He's pulling the bullet. He knows the urgency of it. Oh no, Bazza's giving it the indicator. He's let him go. Bazza letting him know what side to go for. And Matt Psycho through and up and at him with a Daz now next on the road, looking to take the scalp of the Belgium. Ensign Hewitt there in 6th with Skyjacker in 7th, having an absolute cracking race down there with Big Dan. And here we can see with the roof cam, oh, the grip that Daz is enjoying in the corners there next to the Baz. And it's bye-bye Bazza under braking. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful racing there. The Sega Subaru through. The leaders are in. The leaders are in. I tell thee. The leaders are in. And they're not going to need to, well, they're just, is it a one-stopper? It's too early for a one-stopper. Surely 20 minutes. That's a two-stopper in my book, sir. What do you say, Jeff? Oh, I reckon you're right there, Ryan. Ah, I thought so. So Daz then in 4th, chasing down Matt Psycho with the Baz in 5th. When's Bazza going to come in and pit? Not this time. No, sirree. I am Steve staying out. Ensign Hewitt makes the opportunity. He decides, and Skyjacker has Bazza screwed the pooch and stayed out too long. Only time can tell. There's Katula. Oh my God, Katula's having all sorts of issues. He's got past Jokus, but he's down the field. He's lost a lot of time somewhere on his outlap, I think. And no, maybe not. There he is. There's Homesick Alien. So Cthulhu and Homesick still rather close on track. So my mistake. Oh no, what's going on? Anton Poyker out of the pits as well, and he's through. And Cthulhu's got hazard lights going. All sorts of things going on in Cthulhu's cargo there. And the two ex-leaders, the ones that were leading the race, out of the pits. And back in, well, I'd say back in, but Bazza hasn't pitted yet. But the order is back to how it was, with Matt Psycho leading 2.4 seconds from Daz. And as I say, I believe there is another round of pit stops. Bazza trying to take it halfway, but will the softs let him? Maybe, well, you know, it's not a prerequisite that you wear softs. You have softs, use softs, it's just you can. But only for one stint in the race. So if Bazza wants to do a one stop, he can always put another set of mediums on. He doesn't have to put a set of softs on at the moment. 3rd place, 16 seconds ahead of the Alien. The Alien will have to stop again, although he has put a lot of fuel in his car. He did save up to about a quarter. I don't know if Homesick's pitting again. And I don't know if Anton Poyker's pitting again. I think Matt Psycho and Daz are pitting again. And Bazza has yet to pit. Homesick and Anton Poyker might try and see how far they can go. There is Cthulhu onto the medium tyres now. And he's right in the thick of this race as well, isn't he? It's very exciting indeed. Homesick's 22 seconds off of Matt. And but Homesick, he's opted not to use the soft tyre, and nor's Anton Poiker. This is interesting. It's like they are going to pit again because they've not used the softs, but they don't have to use the softs. Oh, so much mystery engulfed in this race. What surprises are we in for? Skyjacker, then he came in. He put some mediums on. Didn't he have the mediums on in the first place? Some of them might opt not to use the softs because they go off so quick. They might just shun the soft. Shun the soft. Ensign in 8th. He's lost a couple of positions in this race. It was looking a lot better for him early on, but his incentives aren't high, you see. He's no one's going to catch him in points. He can't catch anyone in points. There's just no incentive. Rich Energy don't pay much, so there's not much incentive for him out there. Oh, maybe not hit the barriers though. And Jokers as well was very prominent early doors in this race. Seems to have slipped back somewhat. And let's hope there's more to that tale. And Pat just does not enjoy the Rizla Subaru and Saint Croix, the mix. In the chat, I think that's Max saying, "Hi homie, Majid here, aka Max." There you go. And Mama Syke saying, "What a beautiful circuit thing." It really is. It's lovely. It's delightful. It's hard to have a race there because you just, every corner you want to pull over and just enjoy the view. Look at that mountains. I don't know if it's the Alps. I don't know where Saint Croix is in France, but it's it's just a delicious track in the French countryside. Quaint little town as well, apparently, Saint Croix. So you should get your lad, Mama Sites, to take you out there for a nice long weekend in Saint Croix. Knowing your lad, he'd probably try and do it when there's some sort of, I don't think it's a real racetrack, so there won't be no racing. He'll try and organise one though. So Matt Psycho then 4.8 seconds leading from the Daz. Then we have Homesick Alien 19 seconds behind Daz, under a lot of pressure. And Majid saying, Bazir has gone in the pits. You're right. Wow, super stuff. He's out the pits already. If it is a one-stop, no, he's not. He's not going one-stop, but he's got Skyjacker dogging him, and Skyjacker giving it all the big welly, giving it all the big accelerator against the Baz. And the Baz, he's got his number. It's 99. And Skyjacker, he's trying to slip through around the outside, but Baz has got the line. Baz, he's going to get the corner. And Skyjacker trying a risque move around the outside, and no, by God damn it, Skyjacker pulls it off. What a move. Great stuff from Skyjacker. Baz, come on. He is on his outlap. Whoa! Caught out by Skyjacker there. And late on the brakes was the Baz. He lost a bit of time there, but he's 8.5 seconds ahead of Ensign. But I thought he was going to go and try and one-stop this bad boy, and I don't think he is. I think there's another stop. I think they're all going to stop. Even Anton Poiker and Homesick Alien, I think, will go into the pits. Look at this battle. Homesick Alien all the way down the barrier there. Good job there's no wing mirrors on these cars, because Homesick Alien will be missing the left-hand sided one. And now Anton Poiker's going for the move up the inside. It's barrier either side. No mistakes can be made by either driver. It's delicious to see such a wondrous sight as two Subarus battling it out down the straight of Saint Croix as they head to the corner. Very tight corner as well. Can't be out on this one, and it's uphill as they wiggle their way in there, and Anton Poiker takes the position from Homesick Alien. And what can he do? What can he do about the cars ahead of him? Already 25 seconds adrift of Matt Psycho, and some 20 seconds away from Daz. And we said he's won the last 5 races. 3 races the round 8, and 2 races at round 9, all won by Anton Poiker. Homesick Alien coming back at the flying fin, sideways up the inside, and my word, you got to give him The ballsy move of the day. It didn't pay off, but man alive, it looked fantastic. And it looked like it could have hurt both of them quite a lot. And Katula would love that. Katula slipping back from them guys. He can't keep the pace of Anton Poika. No one cares about that corner, a bit of road. Baza back ahead of Skyjacker. After a huge mistake we saw Baza making, locking up the brakes, he's back ahead of Skyjacker by 3 seconds. Great stuff. Ensign Newer trying to catch up Skyjacker. And then Jokus in 9th. He's some 14 seconds off of Ensign Newer now. But he is 50 seconds ahead of Pat. And Matt Psycho enjoying the lead again. Led for a majority of this race as we come up to the halfway mark. This is where I thought the race 1 would finish. And we were going on to race 2. But I read the wrong race. It's a 60-minute race, just in case you thought, ooh, should be finishing. It's not. 1 second, I've got to take a jumper off. I'm a little wow. Alright, jumpers off. Awesome. Whew. Yeah, it's whamming here. I'd say it's the winter. So, Matty Boy, 5-second lead on Daz, whom is in 2nd place. Then we have Anton Poika in 3rd, ahead of Homesick Alien, whom is in 4th.
Will be commentating the GT3 Championship that start this month.
Katula there in 5th place with the Baz in 6th. Ensign Newer is 7th place with Skyjacker in 8th. Joker 9th with Pat there in 10th. Going out with a bang, Pat. You got a 340? Whee! He's just having fun out there. Look at him. He's just wanging. He's wanging that car through the corners, trying to kill it the best he can. So in the chat, Majid. Thingy, will you be commentating the GT3 Championship that starts this month? Is that, oh, what, the VRC one on Tuesdays? Yeah, betcha, bottom bad baller. I will be. Yeah, I should be. If it's VRC, I definitely will be. If you're talking about another championship, I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I'm doing... Is that the big one for Apex, whatever they're called? APX, I can't even remember what they're called. The long W... Group 3? Yeah, GR3. Well, we've got the World Endurance Series on Tuesdays. They're using the Aston Martin GR3. I don't know, man. I don't know. If it's the one in VRC, I will be. If it's another group, no one's asked me. I'm doing a group with Groot. I can't remember what they're called. Akapax Racing. That's it. Sorry, Groot. It's been a while. Yeah, Akapax Racing is starting, but I don't think they're starting until like April time. I'm not sure, on a Saturday night. So Matt Psycho absolutely throwing it out the barriers. He's a man driving with one goal, and that goal is to annihilate the field. 5 seconds ahead of Daz, who's doing a fine job in 2nd. 20 seconds ahead of Anton Poika. And one wonders which way this race is going to go. Anton Poika and Homesick Alien, I mean, the only deficit from Matt Psycho and Daz they've had is they've not used their soft tyre yet. But I can't see that soft tyres is going to give you 20 seconds. It didn't give them 20 seconds, but they lesser fueled than Homesick and Anton Poika. It's interesting. It's interesting to see how that's going to wash out at the front there. Katula looks like 5th is going to be his lot, right on the tail of Anton Poika and Homesick Alien, but they've slowly vanished into the distance. But Anton Poiker seems very safe from the Baz behind him, 32 seconds adrift. And Bazza pushing on. He wants a good result, does Baz? He could catch up with Skyjacker. I don't know if he can in that way at the moment with these positions they are. Needed Jokers to be in play. But the Baz doing the best he can. And Ensign Newer doing him a favour, taking points away from Skyjacker, which helps. I just don't think it's enough for the Baz in the championship table. What did I say? It was like 13 points. Let me see if I can find what points they get. Rules and regulations. Great. So for, where is he? Where's the Baz? 6th. 6th place should be 10 points. That'd be times 3. That's 30 points. Skyjacker 8th. That's 8 points times 3. 24 points. 6 points difference. He's looking for about 13 now. So Skyjacker at the moment, his position is safe. And Joker's in 9th. He's going to move ahead of Koikarp in the championship. Koikarp unable to attend this evening. And Joker's then easily taking that position away from Koikarp in the championship. And Pat, he's gone 3 seconds faster than his fastest. But he has given the car a little knock on the way around. He's had a little fender bender there. Matt Psycho, meanwhile, 5 seconds, keeping that distance from Daz as even Stevens as he possibly can. 36 minutes on the clock as he crosses the line to start lap 11. And Daz then, a 32.3 with a 32.3 from Matt Psycho and Daz. Good times on those medium tyres. Anton Poiker 31.7. So Anton Poiker slowly but surely trying to pull in those leaders with Homesick Alien in 4th. Now we saw Homesick Alien made quite a mistake. He had a nice little margin ahead of Anton Poiker and Katula, wasn't it? They were battling earlier, and then made a small mistake and slipped back into their battle. Now he's lost the position to Anton Poiker, and it doesn't look like he's going to get a podium, but he's keeping same pace as Anton Poiker, which is very good. Fuel though, Anton Poiker just under half a tank with Homesick Alien, more around about, what would we say, that's about 43% fuel, whilst Anton Poiker about 49% of fuel left. Katula down to 25%, tyres half worn, and the man is going to be looking to take his second pit stop pretty soon, I'd say. If the tyres start really going away, he's 27 seconds to the better of Bazza. Bazza doing a 35.3, his fastest lap of the race. He's 9 seconds ahead of Ensign Hewitt now, and Bazza really starting to put this race to bed and doing a fine job of it. He might catch Katula. I don't think Bazza's used the medium tyres, and Katula on another set of mediums in the next stint. If he is doing, he's got a pit, and Bazza is he going to get that halfway? Oh, we did say Bazza might be bold and try a one stop, but he pitted at 27 minutes into the race, so I thought that probably wasn't going to be. Oh no, a one stopper. Lovely stuff, Baz. I like it. I like the way you move. You just gonna stand there and watch me cry? Oh my God, someone's killing my son on the internet. So Matt Psycho, 5.7 seconds ahead of Daz in second. Daz 21 seconds ahead of Anton Poiker, who is 2.7 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien in 4th place. Then we have Katula. Look at that, 3 champions in a row. Anton Poiker, Homesick, and Katula. And next season's champion, possibly. The Baz. Ensign Hewitt, then he'll be wanting to close that gap, but he's in a battle himself with Skyjacker. And Skyjacker really starting to come forth and take the fight to Ensign. Ensign feeling that pressure now from Skyjacker, all up in his rash. And Joker's there, 12 seconds adrift of the barrel. He'll be hoping they'll have a coming together, won't he, Joker? So he can get back into it again. These two have a big ding-a-ling. And Pat then, 43 last time around, but he's pushing for that fastest lap. Matt Psycho into the pits. Matt Psycho has burned through that fuel, half used the tyres. Daz following suit as well, and this is the big call. Anton Poika with about 27% fuel on board, Homesick Alien with 25% fuel on board. Tyres are minimal between them. Homesick's are probably a little tidier than Anton Poika's at this point in the race. And how far will they go? And will they even use a soft set of tyres in this race? So Matt Psycho in the pits. Cthulhu, will he pit? He is low on fuel. He might fancy it. He is on a similar strategy. He started on the softs like Matt Psycho and Daz. And it could be something that he quite fancies as well. No, he's not jinking to the right. So, and Cthulhu stays out as Matt Psycho rejoins the race in third place. Medium tyres, 17 seconds behind the Alien. Daz, 2.4 seconds. Daz keeps gaining time on Matt Psycho in the pits. Daz's pit crew are a lot more swifter at the action than Matt Psycho's crew. He wants to have a word. Cthulhu then in fifth, not stopping. Bazza, well, he is stopping. He's going to stop soon, but he didn't stop that lap. Bazza, he's down to 24% of fuel, so I do believe he will have to make a pit stop at some point in this race. Ensign Ewer in seventh. Skyjacker has taken this moment to give his pit crew something to do. He's paying them. He better get them to work. That is one mental car. I really do like his livery. And Pat there, he's not looking for a pit stop just yet. So Anton Poika is leading this race by 1.5 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. Matt Psycho in third, Daz fourth, Cthulhu is fifth, Bazza sixth, Ensign Ewer at seventh. Skyjacker still yet to rejoin the track. Has he quit it? No, he isn't. It's just just felt long. So Joker's up ahead of Skyjacker at the moment. Interesting stuff. But Jokers will need to make another pit now. Skyjacker gone out there to get the undercut. So he gone out there on a fresher set of softs. Remember, you can use the softs in this last stint. And is this where we see Baz's race fall to pieces as Skyjacker tries to get that position on track? Anton Poika, meanwhile, no sign of a pit stop from both of these guys. Homesick Alien's fuel a little bit more used up than Anton Poika's. And Matt Psycho on his way, which we assume that's enough fuel for him to get to the end on a set of medium tyres. And he's got to be clean. He hasn't had the problem with the first pit stop where he's come out in traffic. He's missed out Bazza this time around. I wonder if Bazza was ever planning on a one stop. He stayed out so late. I honestly thought he was fancying it. But looking at his fuel, I don't think he's going to see out 13 minutes of this race unless he slows right down to milk float speed. Cthulhu definitely going to be in the pits at the end of this lap. That fuel is flashing. He is on a vapor. With Matt Psycho then, this is the big showdown, waiting for Anton Poika and Homesick Alien to come into the pits. Homesick and Anton Poika, will be both putting on a set of soft tyres, and then it will be race on for the win. And I still believe there's 4 people can win this race. There goes Anton Poika and Homesick Alien into the pits. Matt Psycho will retake the lead with Daz in second. But yeah, Anton Poika, Homesick, Matt Psycho and Daz all still within a shout of a win of this race with only 16 minutes left until the checkered flag. Cthulhu, he'll be in the pits this time. That gives Bazza a position, but Bazza flashing fuel. will probably follow Catula in as well and make no gains. Ensenua on the flashing fuel, but not as bad as Baz. I assume will be in, and Joker's also coming in, and Skyjacker, this will be the how much did he make up in this early pit stop, because his tyres will be bald by the end of the race, and those that pitted after him will have a slight advantage come into the final lap. Catula's left the room. Oh no, that is despair in the departure lounge. My word, no one was foreseeing that Catula's car would break down as he entered the pits. That bloody, I hope it's not the pit glitch. Come on, Baz, get out on the road. Let's not start having pit glitches. That was like early doors of the game. Everyone else is into the pits. No one's moving yet. Oh, it's a worrying time. So Matt Psycho leads 3.3 seconds from Daz. Daz really closing in. And Anton Poika now out on a set of soft tyres, chasing down those leaders. But he's got to find 21 seconds in 15 minutes. And he's got the soft tyres, so it's manageable. Bazza, race of his life now, up into 5th place with the loss of Catula. Catula. He's gone for a medium set of tyres. That's crazy. He can put a set of softs on. You're allowed a set of softs. And you've got Skyjacker only 12 seconds behind you, who's jumped Ensenua, who also has opted not to bother with the soft tyre. They didn't start on the softs. They definitely haven't used the soft tyre yet. So Skyjacker makes big gains, brah. And homesick Alien and Anton Poika's race continues. And now it's a question of, will those soft tyres speed them up to these leaders, with Matt Psycho leading by 3.8 seconds from the Daz. Anton Poika in 3rd, homesick Alien in 4th, only 2.4 seconds behind Anton Poika. And these two are steaming on through like a crazy train. Bazza in 5th, great drive from the Baz. Problem is, Skyjacker's having a good one as well behind him, and keeping his position in the championship by scoring just as well as he needed to against the Baz. Ensenua losing that place to Skyjacker, and I'm going to point fingers. He didn't. Probably very nervous that the soft tyres wouldn't see him to the end of the race, and that could be the possible cause of that. But I think the soft tyre has, whoa, beautiful, lush. Look at him, he's showing off because he knows I'm talking about him. All right, you didn't, but and he's gained a position from Skyjacker, who's obviously had a very big off, huge off there. And Ensign showboating back up into 6th place, saying you can stick your racing soft tyres thingamajig right up your shoot. But Bazza at the moment doing exceedingly well. Joker's in 8th, only 3 seconds behind Skyjacker, so let's not count out a Joker's just yet. And Pat still struggling with that car. But it's almost over, Pat. Just got to cling on now for 12 more minutes. And you only ever have to drive that car for fun after this. Matt Psycho then nearly 10 seconds ahead of Daz. He's pulled a huge amount of time out. What happened there? A 3:30. Daz did a 3:36. Daz has made a small mistake. Lost 3 seconds. Anton Poika was 17 seconds behind Daz, is now only 12 seconds behind Daz. Daz, the worry hole may be opening up for Daz as Anton Poika starts chasing him down. He's even pulled away from the Alien. Alien's had a nudge with a barrier, but he's got nearly a minute on the Baz, so he's got no worries about behind him with Catula gone. Catula. Bloody hell, wonder what happened to him. Wonder if it was a pit thing, or if he just had enough. Cinquar beat him. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Yeah, I was just down in my drink, okay? Not as good as a hot beverage, but not bad. So Homescalian trying to chase down Anton Poika, whom is trying to catch up the Dazinator, whom is trying to keep up with Matt Psycho, but Matt Psycho is absolutely flooring it. He's flooring the field today. Like I said, he started this race with one vision. And he's done exactly that at the moment, with only 10.5 minutes left of this 60-minute race, the final round of the WRX Challenge. And Matt Psycho is showing it out in style, with Daz just in the distance there in the beautiful Sega Subaru. And Daz brought it this season. He most certainly did. No wins for Daz, though, which is shocking. But Matt Psycho and Anton Poika have been very greedy with the wins. So Daz, plenty of podiums, but no gold numbers along his name. So 5 wins for Matt Psycho this season. This one will be number 6. Yeah, number 6. Plenty of podiums, though. Who else we had win this season? Homescalian grabbed himself a win. Catula had a win this season as well. So we've had a few winners this season. Daz, just consistency, isn't it? Just great consistency. Lots of podiums, no wins possibly, but Daz coming home possibly in second place. Anton Poika's not gaining. He's not making the gains that I think he was hoping he was going to get. He can see him, though. He can see him. It's 9 seconds now. Daz doing a 31.7. Daz has had a wobble on, but the barrier helped him out, give him a little cushion. But he's got damage now, and that means more time being lost as Anton Poika winds up the Subaru to go on one final attack. The win might be out of the question today for Anton Poika, but I think he fancies second place. Homesick Alien coming along for the ride, and he'll take a podium if there's one going. Bazza, great drive today from Baz. When the pressure was on, he stood up to it. He did. It was only that. It was a silly mistake against Ensign Ewer. That was all. I like to needle our Belgian friend. So Bazza, and he's a good sport. He loves it really. Ensign Ewer in 6th place, 7th place Jokers, with Skyjacker in 8th and Pat in 9th, losing Catula. Go on, Pat, light up those wheels, brah. You've got 8 more minutes in this car, just under 8.5 more minutes. Matt Psycho 11.9 seconds ahead of Daz. Daz 7 seconds ahead of Anton Poika, and on board with the, shall we go, they like to drive like this, I think, a few of them. So on board with Anton Poika as he cruises around. You see how he just blips the brake now and again. Not heavy on the brakes. The man lets the car do the work. He doesn't do the work. Coming across the bridge, 150 miles per hour as they go in. Brakes it. Lovely bit of trail braking. Comes off as he turns in. Going through the gears. Beautiful driving here. 6.2 seconds behind Daz with 53 minutes on the clock, 7 minutes to go, and Anton Poika pushing. Matt Psycho's got the fastest lap time with a 3:28.596 when he was on the softs. I think he got it on the second lap. I think. And so Anton Poika chasing that fastest lap time also. DRS wide open all the way along the straight. He's still got a Homesick Alien within 4 seconds. One small mistake and the Alien is through. And when he comes up against Daz as well, if he does catch Daz before the end of the race, Daz is not, he's not going to give up the position easily, and we might have a three-way battle with the Alien getting back in there for that first podium, well, the second podium position. Who's that? That's Pat, out of the way. Okay. Phew, Pat, you had me worried. Well, he's not gained anything on Daz at the moment. It's 6.2. It has been all the way round. We've got 6 minutes left on the clock, just under. We can see Daz in the distance. Just as we were coming around that corner, I saw Daz disappear around this corner. We're back on the straight now. Ending lap 15, starting lap 16. This is stunning stuff. Homesick Alien gained a second on Anton Poika, the championship winning car. He threatened he was going to turn up with a number 1 on his car. It looks like he bottled out of it. Whoa! That is not what Anton Poika needs at this point in the race, as he's gaining on Daz. Little knocks with the barrier will not help, and that puts Homesick Alien only 3.5 seconds behind. I thought he was closer than that. Anton Poika. Daz 5.5 seconds ahead of Anton Poika. He's on the medium tyre. He's trying to survive 5 more minutes on this track. And that means it's going to be this lap and the next, and it's going to be all over. Homesick Alien chasing down, and like I said, the top 4 very tight. Well, not very tight. Matt Sarko's absolutely trounced him, hasn't he? He's taken them to the cleaners today. Bazza having a fantastic race there in 5th place, 26 seconds ahead of Ensign, and Jokers has got ahead of Skyjacker. And this might change things for Bazza in the championship. This could mean that Bazza is ahead. I don't know. Because drop scores come into it then. If Bazza scores more or less, I don't know. If Skyjacker scores less than he has done another round, then that round comes into it. The best possible way, if you really want to know the championship tables, final championship tables, is check out our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and all the tables are on there of all the championships we run, and they are updated when the tables are updated. So just check them out. It won't be tomorrow, because obviously the stewards and we've got to give it 24 hours for people to put in any incidences, which I don't think I've noticed any incidences from this season. So got to say, kudos to our racers out there. I haven't noticed much going on this season. It's been a lovely, clean season. Oh, and Skyjacker having a nasty whack with the barrier, and Jokus is there with Ensign Ewart. Ensign Ewart must have had an issue. Unbelievable. It's all starting to change near the end. And Jokus, he's only racing those points. Well, he is racing Bazza, I suppose, but Bazza's already ahead of him, so there's nothing he can gain from that, because he was only 5 points behind the Baz. His race mainly was Koikart today, because they're on the same points. Koikart unable to attend. And now look at Jokus right near the end, battling with Ensign Ewart. Cracking stuff. I want to have a look how Anton Poika's getting on with Daz, but I can't cut away from this just yet. And Jokus on those soft tyres, giving Ensign Ewart a lot to think about. Ensign Ewart opting not to go on the soft tyre in this race, I believe. Jokus did. But Jokus, will those tyres last till the end of the race? He goes for the move on Ensign Ewart, but he's going to be on the outside coming into the corner. And he misses the barrier, and he's done a beautiful job. And that is Jokus up into 6th place ahead of Ensign Ewart. Great drive from Jokus in the Pro Drive Subaru. He knocks the bloody barrier, and Ensign Ewart takes the position back because he didn't hit the barrier. Bazza then in 5th. We'll just triple check that. Yeah, he is. And Joker's still carrying that damage. Getting a tow though down the straight. He's still got those soft tyres. Still got an advantage on Dan. Or Ensign Ewart, should I say. Joker's again looking. Anyway, let's have a look. It's 3.7 seconds between Daz and Anton Poika. 12 seconds for Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho has put this one away, and we're a minute away from checker flag. So this will be their final lap. Daz then 3.7 seconds ahead of Anton Poika. Anton Poika's tyres half worn, but still a lot of life left in them, yeah. Homesick Alien running tight on fuel, but I'm pretty sure he'll be okay. The Bazza, he's comfortable in 30 seconds ahead of Enton Newer in 5th. And it's just, can Anton Poika close that gap on Daz? And I'm going to stick my neck out and say possibly not. Possibly not. Daz low on fuel, but it should be fine. Should be fine for this last lap. The flag is just about to come out. I can see down the pit straight. And there he is, Charles Bronson. He's got the flag out. He's giving it a good wave. And Matt Psycho now just has to cruise this baby on home to take his 6th win, did I say, of the season? I think it is his 6th win. And a great season had by Matt Psycho. Went out with a bang to take the win. Just a few more corners now. A bit of a wiggly section, and then it's all his. Daz, 3.5 seconds. Not long to go now for Daz to try and survive in that 2nd place, whilst the new champion finishes on the podium. Skyjacker crossing the line for 8th place, and he's probably pleased to see the back of the Subarus. Matt Psycho then coming up and around the final couple of corners to take the win here at Saint Croix. A beautiful corner of France. Heading around to the final corner, and here he comes, car number 16, Leighton House Subaru, takes the win at Saint Croix for round 10 of the Virtual Racers Club WRX Challenge. Cracking stuff. Daz comes home for a fantastic 2nd place. Another podium for Daz. Great stuff. And a little flash of the lights. Anton Poika, the new champion, takes podium. Take a boo, my son. Homesick Alien gets himself 4th with the Baz. Bringing her home. He's a little bit of a ways yet. I think Pat's going to cross the line before him. And Pat coming home. It's over, Pat. Now you just need to pay for therapy to get over the PTSD of driving the Subaru. There you go. Destroy it. That's a penalty. Who's next? Bazza, is he next to cross the line? I think he is. Bazza absolutely destroying the rest of the field there in 5th place. Nobody was doing that. No one was taking those points. Oh, you're joking. Oh, timed races, man. There he is. What a touche. A lovely rarey derriere from the CMS Racing man, Matt Psycho. What's CMS Racing? That's what Pat races in, isn't it? Great stuff. Well done, Mr. Psycho. Great drive. Very close in the championship. Beautiful stuff. So I'll take you to the results. I'll take you to my candy shop. Read then. In the chat, Skyjacker says, has been a tough season. Personally, thanks to all the guys for taking part, and especially to you, Thingy, for all the fantastic comms. Oh, bless you. Matt Psycho saying, great race and season. It was, mate. It was. Everybody had fun. Sweet. So, Matt Psycho is our winner of the day. Does a great 2nd place there. Anton Poika gets the final podium position and is champion. Homesick Alien is 4th with Bazza in 5th. Enton Newitt comes home in 6th. Joker's in 7th and Skyjacker in 8th. And Bazza might have got ahead of Skyjacker in the championship. We don't know. Check that website out I told you earlier. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you only have to go to the about section. It gives you all the links anyway. And Pat comes home in 9th with Catula, a DNF. But I'm sure Skyjack will give him the points for 10th, as he did quite a lot of the race. Beautiful stuff. So in the chat then, Mama Syke saying congratulations, Matthew. Well done, guys. Smashing thingy. Oh, thank you. Right then, what we got coming up? We've got a double hit over the weekend, I promise you. Oh, hang on. FF Cup is about to open sign-up. So get yourself over to our Discord and get yourself signed up to the FF Cup, or what I like to call the Audi TT Cup. And Matt Psycho saying, cheers, Sky and Thingy. Is it the Audis? Or is it actually... Season 1 might be the Audis. I can't see. Rules and regulations, hang on. I thought it was an Audi Cup. No, there is choices of different... Audi TT Group 4, Peugeot RCZ Group 4, Renault Megane Group 4, Suzuka Swift Group 4, and the VW Sirocco Group 4. So right now, in the sign-up for Thursday evenings, we have the FF Cup sign-up open. Next Tuesday, we've got the beginning of the World Endurance Series with the GT3 cars, Season 5 already, man alive. And that's going to be in the Aston Martin.
For winning this race, and thank you all for this season.
Okay. So in the chat, I've been hearing it go on. Matt Psycho saying, love this track. Matt Psycho also saying, more please VRC. And Anton Poik saying, congrats Matt for winning this race. And thank you all for this season. It's been a pleasure, Anton Poiker, to watch you drive. It really has. So, yeah, next week, the 21st and the 3rd, I believe is right, we'll be at Watkins Glen GP in the Aston Martin Group 3. So join us then. And like I said, the FF Cup, or Skyjack's just said, the FF Cup has opened up for sign-up in our Discord. So Tuesday, I think, are we testing the HPEC next Thursday? We might have a HPEC race next Thursday. I don't know. I'll have to double check on the dates of all of these things I see. I already saw Matt. I had a look. TBC. So Matt Psycho signed up for the FF Cup. And yes, as Matt Psycho just say, we have got the HPEC test next Thursday. So join us, hopefully, for a live stream. And see how the HPECs are looking, see if the BOP's working, see how things are looking in that world, so we can get that HPEC season up and running. So that's 1.5 hour races next week, you lucky duckies. Look at you, an hour and a half race at Tuesday and an hour and a half race on Thursday. Over the weekend, you'll get a double hit of the Stock Car Championship. I've got one replay, and there'll be a race on Friday evening, so keep an eye out. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. That's what you need to do on YouTube, because we are so random when we release videos sometimes. I mean, you can always bet your Tuesdays and your Wednesdays with us, but those extra little flourishes, they're coming at you from all directions. So just hit like and subscribe, and if you want to be notified, ring the little bell. Smash the bell. What is it? Hit like and smash subscribe, or smash like and hit... I don't care. YouTube gets into all of that. I'm not really... It's not, Read then. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Jack Meoff. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. Huge thank you to Skyjacker for a wonderful championship and all the admin staff that have done stuff. You can't call them staff when they don't get paid, but all the admin guys that have volunteered to help out. It's been a great championship. And these things, it takes a village. And it takes all you guys who compete to make it what it is. So super thank you, and a big special thanks to the mamas, Mama Psycho and Mama Homesick, for always being there in the chat and keeping me company. Thank you guys. You take care, thingy, says Mama Sykes. Sweet, that's it. So I was Jack, me off. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. See you on Tuesday. No, see you over the weekend. Come over. Hang out with us at the weekend. I'm sure there's a rerun of Pole Dark starting in a minute, so Skyjack will be wanting to close the room down, and if he
test by a week. Thanks, Thingy. Great cones as always.
Hang on a minute. Skyjack at Matt, gonna have to delay the HPEC test by a week. Ooh, that means Skyjacker's car's not got a livery yet. And Mama Home 6 saying, thanks, Thingy. Great comms as always. Bless you. Thank you very much. Yes, it might not be next Thursday for HPEC, but Matt Psycho might organise some sort of lobby thing, and we'll probably have another hour and a half race at Road Atlanta or something inappropriate like that. Okay, thank you for joining us. Peace and love. Peace. People keep chatting.
Sure am I able to join on next season?
Anton Poik says, thank you, Thingy, for streaming this season. Not sure am I able to join for next season, Well, hopefully you can. You've got to come back and try and... what is it with champions winning WRX? Racer Brown won last season, didn't want to come back and defend his crown, and now Anton Poiker's talking that he can't come back and defend his crown. What the bejeebus? Well, let's hope Anton Poiker can come back and defend his crown. Peace and love. Peace and love.